Oh crap, I didn't have any sound. I'm sorry. That was not good. Well, crap. We're sharpening clipper blades for dog groomers. If you're just now watching, Brandon, I use the pans because I need to keep all the parts together. So this is the spring parts and the screws. They all go together. And then there is a cutter and a comb. It's just keeping everything together. There is a difference between brands. You don't want to mix and match. I can't see the screen, so if you are asking questions, I'll have to go over there in a minute. I guess I hit the mute button when I moved the camera. It is blazing hot in my shop today, but I need to get these done and back out in the mail. All right, what's anybody saying here? Ooh, I'd like to have some Yorkshire pudding. Maybe some fish and chips and a London fried. That sounds real good. Well, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you're so inclined, please subscribe to the channel. It does help our little business down here in Texas out. We do mail-in sharpening from all over the continental United States. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears. Clipper blades, that's what we're doing this afternoon, doing some clipper blades, and I thought I'd turn the camera on. We also sharpen sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. This little block that I have right here, it's called the clipper cradle. You can put all the parts together and hold them in place while you put the screws in. It doesn't align everything perfectly, but it's pretty doggone close. A guy in Wyoming makes these, and this is a slick little tool to help sharpeners like me out, and I'm so glad that I got it from him. Because as I've gotten older, my hands, I don't have the same kind of grip as I used to. You see, that's off. I cranked it down too tight and moved the alignment. The cutter has to be aligned properly. It's called a back set to the clipper, the comb part of the blade. The top part's called the comb, and that's called the cutter. The blade is the cutter. If you wanted to know that. Probably didn't. $346 people watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you're so inclined, subscribe to the channel. Check out our videos. We get a little income from our YouTube channel now. It helps us buy abrasives, do a little marketing from time to time. Looks pretty good. Checking the spring tension. Is it hot where you're at? It is the heart of summertime, the heat of summertime in Texas. Good. Greetings everyone, I appreciate everybody watching the channel. If you're just tuned in and wondered what I'm doing, I'm sharpening clipper blades for a dog groomer. Far forward. See if we can back that blade off just a hair. It's not too far. When I tighten it up, it slides. Just look over, my hands are greasy. All right, that looks good. Looks real good. Awesome. All right, we'll move the camera. We're going to test them. All right, so now we've got them all sharpened and reassembled. We've got to test them. So hang on one second. I also got to move something. It is super hot here today. Had to have a little water. All right, so we're going to test them. So here's our clippers. Now hear that? Sounds pretty good. First thing I use is what's called a test string. And just see if it cuts. This is a flat string, and it's cutting the string really well. So I got a couple different mediums to sharpen, to test. This is fake fur. Look at that. That's cutting great. So that's all the test I have to do on that blade. I do need to let it run a little bit, so I let it run. I blow it out with the air compressor. And it's ready. So that's one tested, so let's go to the next one. A little loud. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit and see if I can get it to sound a little bit better. The socket comes loose after a certain point of time, and it just needs to be tightened up just a hair. See, that's quieter. So we're going to go to the test string again. Oh, it's cutting great. There we go. Let it run a little more. You let it run so the two pieces of metal will seat together properly. They're both one of them's moving back and forth like that, and now I've sharpened them. They kind of need to work together. So that one is done. Do another one. You listen to it first. Noisy. We need to tighten it up. We have a little special measuring tool for that tab. And just a little squeeze, and it should be a little bit quieter. Cutting great. And I have a very messy shop with all of this fur. And I don't know if y'all can see, but my dog is right there. Oh, he's not on the camera. But I have two big dogs in here. My security team. Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a hair. Get it a little quieter. Not much. Well, I appreciate everybody watching, saying hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Love to hear where people are watching this time of day. We are in League City, Texas. League City is halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. And it's very warm today. Atascocita, you're right up the road. You're just right up on the other side of the city. Well, thanks for watching, Butter. butter from a Tascasita. That cuts like butter. Yes, it is. Probably closer to 2 hours with traffic. There we go. All right, so now we've got to do the next 7. All right, let's turn the camera. So I had the other 7 in my ultrasonic cleaner running while I was sharpening those other ones. So here we go. I usually do 6 at a time. But we'll do 7 this time. So we've got to, I use simple green, it's cheap. You know, this is, I mean, the only thing that's on these blades is, you know, it's from dogs, it's hair, it's oil from the dog's skin, and the oil, you know, that the lubricant for the clipper blades. So it's not super heavy. I don't need Varsol or any kind of cleaner that you would use for automotive industries. Oops, sorry about that. I just hit something, didn't I? Y'all back? Can you see me now? Sorry, I hit something. I only leave it in there for a few minutes. It will rust the blades if you left them overnight. Yeah, you can't leave it overnight. I use, you know, Simple Green makes an aircraft cleaner, but it's like 5 times as expensive. So, and I go through this stuff so quickly. So we're going to clean the plate and recharge the plate. If you got something better, you got a better idea of what goes in the ultrasonic cleaner, I'd love to hear it. Can't be too expensive because I go through a lot of it. I mean, like right now, I've done, these are 14, I did 20 blades this morning, and this is 14 here. So that's 34 blades. It's pretty dirty right now. And so it needs to be cleaned out. Look at that, 550 people watching. Tell me where you're watching from. Butter's from a Tascasita. And a Tascasita is a nice little town in Texas. I know exactly where a Tascasita is. It's right up the road from me. South Africa. Well, thanks for watching from South Africa. What time is it in South Africa? And what day is it in South Africa? Love New Mexico. I love the Taos Red River area. Holland. That's on my bucket list to go to Holland one day. Japan. We may be going to Japan next year. Indonesia. Well, thanks for watching from Indonesia. All right, so we got the plate clean. Portugal. Beautiful Portugal. Stuttgart, Germany. Best things in the world made in Germany. Good German steel. Mercedes. Poland. Thanks for watching from Poland. Isn't it late at night? It's got to be late in the evening. Lubbock. Hey, how hot is it in Lubbock today? All right. So we got to put the abrasive on. That's pretty good. Man, that's not bad at all for Lubbock. It's 92 here in my shop with the fans running and about 85% humidity. So basically what I'm doing is I'm spreading the abrasive and putting it into the plate. The plate has a porous surface on it to hold the grit. Alright, we're almost there. I got a nice even coating. I think that's good. Ooh, man, it is hot. Yeah, you don't have much humidity up there in the panhandle. I like it up there. But you guys have a rough winter. I don't know if I can take y'all's winter. All right, we're gonna sharpen it. Oh, we haven't taken the blades apart. Hang on. We're gonna have to switch back. I haven't disassembled the blades. All right, so we got to disassemble the blades and get them ready to sharpen. See if I can zoom in there. Butter, you'll have to watch some of my other videos. I'm not going to go through every step today. But I do have some videos on my channel that tells you the same thing. have some tutorial videos on my YouTube channel. The live streams, I don't have time to do it. I need to get these done. I don't mind chatting back and forth with y'all, but and you're in Atascocita, you can come down here and visit me and I'll show you how to do it. I'm in League City. How often? Well, when they stop cutting. I'm not a dog groomer, I just sharpen them. So it just depends on how many dogs they do. But most of the dog groomers I have bring me blades to sharpen probably every 90 days. That I'll get, you know, anywhere from 10 to 20 blades from that same dog groomer every 90 days. It just depends on how many dogs they do. We're worried about this one, I think. So what we're doing is we're just disassembling the blades prior to sharpening them. I had to drink some water there. It is so hot. Oh, dang it. Keep hitting the button on the phone. Air compressor butter. I have 2 big air compressors. Pete, yeah, dang it. Pete, it seems to be, in terms of volume of things sharpened and money, yes, dog groomers are my biggest clients. And I don't even do it mobile. they have to bring their tools to me. I get calls, in fact, I got a call from a PetSmart in Humble, Butter. They wanted me to come to Humble to sharpen, and I said no. I don't do mobile sharpening for dog groomers. The only mobile sharpening I do is knives for restaurants and butcher shops, and salons and barbers for shears. This machine is too heavy for me to carry around to do clipper blades, and I want my air compressors. I have 2 air compressors. I have a dust collection system, and these are all things that I can't personally do it unless I had a big van or something. So that's the dust collection system coming on. And now I got to put my respirator on still. You don't want to breathe this nasty stuff. Hey Pete, I have a respirator on so I can't speak because you need to make sure the blade is run along the center line of the plate. The center line has to go between the back rail and the front rail, closer to the front rail, so that the laser helps me keep it steady. 241 people watching, and I hope everybody hit that thumbs up button. I hope you subscribe to the channel. The plate is spinning pretty fast, and the centrifugal force is pulling it that way, pulling my hand that way. I need to have about 3 pounds of downward pressure on the plate. I just can't grind it into the plate, and I can't be too light with it. So the laser helps me have a marker to keep it along that center line without it pulling out of my hand. I know with practice over the years, with approximately 3 pounds of downward pressure, 8 strokes across the plate will take 2/1000ths of an inch off the blade and the cutter. I don't want to take 2/1000ths of an inch off of it. Sometimes it takes more. Depends on how worn the blade is. Can you see the wear on the blade? I don't know if y'all can see that or not without the light. Anyway. Pete, wait around a few minutes and I'll show you. We will test the blades when we're finished. Sharpening and reassembling. So I don't know if you can see that little mark on there. That's a little bit more wear than the other blades have had. So I'm going to need to grind some more to get that correct. There we go. All right, so we got them all. We got both pieces sharpened, the cutter and the comb. Now we got to demagnetize them and put them all back together and test them. I got to clean my hands first. Appreciate everybody watching. We are Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears and clipper blades. That's what we're doing today. We're sharpening clipper blades for dog groomer. We also sharpen sewing and industrial scissors and just about any kind of knife. This is a demagnetizer. Since we've spun two pieces of metal on metal, they will be magnetized. And we don't want them to be magnetized because when they wear, the shavings would stay within the blade and dull the blade quicker. So we want it demagnetized. I always like to test at least one or two of the blades on a flat surface. It's called a rub block, and it tells me that I've sharpened it correctly. And it looks good. Having hand cramps. Whew. It's very hot today. I may be getting dehydrated. Oh, that's not. Man. Sorry I can't see the screen when I'm doing this. But after I assemble the blade, I'll take a look at what anybody's saying. Looks pretty good. Test the spring pressure. We're okay. That's one. Oh, what's anybody saying? Not much, huh? Well, if you're just joining us, I hope you hit that thumbs up button. It does help our little business down here in Texas out. We do mail-in sharpening. In fact, these were mail-in blades. Somebody mailed me 14 blades to sharpen. And so I want to get them out. I've got to go to the post office pretty soon. It's pretty good. To drop off a couple packages. And I'd like to get these in the mail today. Appreciate everybody watching. It does help out our little business. Hope you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Check out our website. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram and TikTok. Oh man. I just moved it. Nope, it's okay. Oh, stiff. All right, that's all right. Screen was locked up there. Is it moving? Nope. Now it's moving. What happened? I think somebody called me. Even though I put it on Do Not Disturb, knocked everybody off, didn't it? Everybody bailed out on me. That's all right. Somebody must have called because the screen locked up. And I have it on Do Not Disturb. Pete, are you still there? Are you still watching, Pete? Did you come back? I'm getting ready to test them. I'm glad I'm finished. I'm having hand cramps. I think I'm dehydrated. Even though I've been drinking water, probably could use some salt. It is brutally hot here in Texas today. It's summertime in Texas, okay? It's summer. All right, looks good. All right, we're done with this. I'm not sharpening any more blades today. Appreciate everybody watching there. All right, so we sharpened 7 blades right there. So now we got to test them. I want to say hi to my dog, one of them. That's my security guard. That's one of my security guards. The other security guard is in the house. He doesn't like coming outside. All right, so we got to test them now. We've sharpened them all. Now we got to test them. Get our clippers out. First thing I want to hear is the sound. That sounds really good. Then I use a test string. Oh, I didn't like that. That's not cutting very well right there. Well, all right, let me test it on here. All right, so that's a problem one already. The very first one is a problem. So we're going to put that aside. Go to the next one. That one's cutting great. First one didn't cut very well. Got to let them run a minute or two so they seat. All right, let's try this one. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, that was cutting real good. The test string tells me a lot. I like to let it run. I'll show you on the test string. I'm going to get it up close. I want it to pop that test string. And see, it didn't pop it right there. So that may be an issue. That may drag a little bit. And it is, it's dragging. So there's an issue with this one too. So I got to go back to the drawing board on that one. And it could be just spring tension, it could be setting on it, but it happens. They don't all cut from the factory. Now this one's cutting good, it's popping, watch. It popped that test string. That's going to be a good cutting blade right there. And it is. That one's cutting good too. It's popping. It's cutting great. Okay, last one, and I'm going to turn the video off, the camera off, and take a break before I deal with the issues with these two blades. It's been 71 minutes online. That's a long time for everyone to have to watch me. That's dragging a little bit right there. Let's give it a second. Not bad. Oh no, look at that. Cut great. Yeah, I appreciate everybody watching out there. I appreciate y'all hitting that thumbs up button. I hope some people subscribed. Hope everybody has a great day wherever you're at. Cheers from Texas. Take care.